want them to learn on the road, learn about cultures. We could find the jellyfish we were learning about. We could find the stingrays we were learning about. We actually swam with them. Mostly we just love the connection and the intentionality that we cultivate.
I'm Brad.
I'm Ashley. These are our kiddos.
Morgan. Micah. Mare.
Good job.
And this is the Barefoot Bus.
So this is our kind of kitchen area. We have our stovetop here. It runs on propane. This is our farmhouse sink. It's from the 1800s, and we got it off of Facebook Marketplace. I really knew that we would be doing a lot of dishes instead of a dishwasher, and I wanted it to be able to drain into the sink, and I just like the aesthetic. Our hot water heater is underneath here. When we were building, we didn't know if it was safe to put them in the cabinets, and we've had zero issues with that. And we do test to make sure there's no propane leaks. This is our freezer. We can unplug it and take it outside. It can run on batteries for a little while. And we can control both halves from our phone. So we can have 2 fridges or a fridge and a freezer, which is what we are currently running. Our countertops are just regular butcher block. And we brought them home from the store and stained them. And it was really neat to see like the wood grain and the color come up as we were staining them. And they've held up pretty nice so far. The cabinets are actually from like Lowe's or Home Depot, and they were the very last ones that they had in our town. We were playing with the idea of building them ourselves or getting some, and we decided we needed to just buy them, put them in, paint them. So they were not finished or anything, and we rushed over and bought the last ones. Our knobs are really cool. Other people have them and have issues with them, but ours have been pretty decent. We like them. We have our little sign so that people don't forget our names when we're giving tours. And then this is our pet tarantula. Her name is Boo. This is our skylight. A skylight was a must for me. And so our bus only came with one emergency exit in the top, and we took it out and just put in a skylight. The ceiling is actually recycled pallet board that we got for almost free. We put the kiddos to work. They painted it. And we have beams in our house back home. So we decided to give like a beam look. I wanted something rustic because our floor is just peel and stick and kind of basic, and I wanted some character. So that's what we did for the ceiling. There is insulation and plywood behind it as well. So this wallpaper is actually from Spoonflower, and I saw it in one other bus, and I really liked it. So I messaged them and asked where they got it, and it just gives a little bit of a different feel and kind of breaks up all the white. Why are we in a bus?
Because we like to see the world.
That's it. We like to see the world.
Love traveling, love seeing the world, trying to knock off as many national parks as we can. The people that we meet on the road, where we can just be ourselves.
Yeah, they understand this
has been great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Brad and I were born, raised, went to school in our city back home. So we haven't seen a lot. And we want our kids to have a different lifestyle. We want them to learn on the road, learn about cultures, learn about different foods, different types of people, have a very open mind so they can empathize with a lot of different people, make different kinds of friends. We also want them to have different ideas of jobs. We don't want them to feel pigeonholed into being a doctor or a lawyer. We want them to be able to see what people do for a living in different parts of the world so that they have more options on the table when they are growing up. So for homeschooling, we use the same curriculum that we use at home. The curriculum we use is called Gather Round, and it is really incredible. There are lots of different themes to choose from. So for instance, we picked the oceans theme for the month that we were parked next to the ocean. It's a lesson a day, and we all read it together. Our children have their own workbooks that are age appropriate, and it was really neat because when we were next to the ocean, we could find the jellyfish we were learning about. We could find the stingrays we were learning about. We actually swam with them. So it is a little bit different reading in it at home versus traveling and getting to experience it. And we want our children to learn a lifestyle of living, not just this is our 2 hours a day of schooling, but I want to learn all day. I see something and I want to look it up. I want to discover it.
This is our entryway. We started with peel and stick tile down there that'll eventually get changed to real tile. This is our bookshelf area where we keep everything. Little cord to hold it up so it doesn't hit me. We have our curtains. My parents really wanted to help out and do something for the bus, so we had them make us all these nice, like, thick privacy curtains, and they really help out keeping the sun out, giving us some privacy when we decide to be private people. Our car seats are mounted, we mount them on the couch here so they're still forward facing, and we buckle them in with seat belts that go through the floor and into crossbeam frames. That was one request that we had was, we want the kids to be safe. So we put those in and they still have their little piece of home from driving around, where they get to have their own space while we're driving. Under this couch is our diesel heater, a little bit of storage, our table that goes right here, and then eventually we'll bring our cats on the bus and we'll have their litter box kind of in this second area. This area is storage, tools, and then all of our electrical, so we can still access it from inside the bus. If it's raining, we need to change something around. We have 1,050 watts of panels on top, 2,000 watt inverter, which is all we really need. We don't run any heavy electronics. And then we're on a 24 volt system. So we have one 24 volt 100 amp hour battery. It's about 2,500 watts. And we charge that. It takes about an hour and a half of sunlight to charge. It was a really simple setup. We convert all of our 24 volt to 12 volt and everything seems to run flawlessly. All the lighting, they're 120 volt fixtures, but with 12 volt bulbs in them. And then our chalkboard panels, we wanted to put up so that we could have everyone that comes in the bus sign it and be able to tell their story as part of our story. We really remember every single thing that's been written in here and the person that wrote it, and it just adds a lot to be able to drive around with that.
So pros to living in a bus, we're not stuck in one culture, in one environment. We get to show them the desert. We get to show them the ocean. We also love the fact that we are with them all the time. Yes, it can get overwhelming, as any parenting does. But mostly we just love the connection and the intentionality that we cultivate. And we tried to do that at home as well. But when you're learning and seeing new things along with your kids and having awe moments with them, I feel like it is very another world. It is just so beautiful. Do you have any pros to add to that?
You get really intentional with each other and what you have. That kind of goes along with the con that you can't just bring all of your creature comforts with, which you adjust to, you learn what really matters, and you can really concentrate on that. And also houses don't break down on the road.
That's a con. You do break down. People ask us a lot, if we do break down. Yes, we do. We have almost every trip, and it is very stressful. But also you learn that you are always taken care of. Everything happens for a reason and it'll work out. And so you almost connect over those hard moments just as much as you do over the easy moments. And it really is worth it and a triumph when you get back on the road. And so it is stressful, but what is life without stressful moments to learn to overcome, to learn to connect with, to learn to handle better? And we have broken down and we have been in a shop. but they've let us stay in the bus, and you have your home. Even though you're broken down, you can still live. So it's not like you're in a car broken down on the side of the road. You just take a breather and understand that you have your whole house with you, and pretty soon you'll be on the road again. But that's actually kind of a pro. That's really handy to have your shower, have your bathroom, just hang out while you're getting fixed.
This is our pantry and closet. Keep all of our food kind of up high. Still easy for the kids to get to. They just kind of climb up here and grab whatever they want. Have some of our cooking stuff, our first aid stuff, and then our clothes and the kids' clothes. We really wanted to incorporate a lot of the space above the wheel wells for both the pantry and the bathroom, because can't really stand on it, so put something there where you're either sitting or it kind of raises the level of things that you're going to use. This is our hand-built barn door style door. We built it when we were kind of shopping around, seeing what we wanted to do. It's a nice way to have some privacy if you like privacy, but we don't really care about privacy, so it just stays open for us all the time. This is our bathroom area. We built a concrete shower that is basically built from scratch. I did all the plumbing. It runs from up there near our water tank. Shower was super simple to do, just plywood, red guards, stone board, and then concrete. It took a day to do and really only about $20 worth of concrete. We have a composting toilet, really good, only have to empty it every, couple days.
So this is where our bedroom is. Our kiddos have 3 bunks. We did 3 bunks stacked on top of each other. We got the idea from another bus that we follow. We just bought like a roll of foam off of Amazon and cut it to fit, and it's been working out great. Over here we have our cork wall. We've seen it in a house before, not our own, but a different house, and we really liked it. So the kids can just push pin stickers and their artwork, and they can see it right when they get out of bed, and it's a little bit of happiness. We do have our smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector for safety because we have our kiddos aboard. This is our bed. It is a full, and we did splurge on our mattress. It is the same mattress as we have at home, just so that we are comfortable. We have our dog crate down here, and our dogs sleep down there at night. But we didn't want to put a door on it because we want them to be free and be able to walk. We do regret that. They have eaten our food before in our pantry, so it's a work in progress. Maybe we'll put a door on it. I don't know. But that's the front half of our bed. And then the back half is actually storage because our garage is in the front of the bus underneath the couches. Here is our original bus mirror from the front of the bus, and we wanted to incorporate it. We tried to keep a lot of the school bus feel, and we hung it this way so that we have kind of a full-length mirror, but it is nice having less mirrors than in a traditional home, because honestly, like, you start to care about your appearance less and who you are as people more, and I feel like that is a really important value.
So we are wedding photographers. Our home base for that is Rockford, Illinois. We're pretty blessed with having a lot of work in the spring and beginning of the summer, and then the fall is kind of the crazy time of the year. So we get the end of summer off and a lot of times the winter off. So we can kind of explore and travel then and be able to reach out in other places. Eventually, I know I would like to dabble into travel photography, so this life kind of opens that opportunity up for us.
We are trying to figure out how to market ourselves in a traveling aspect. It took us years to build our clientele back home, and it has worked out very well. But now we are trying to switch gears and figure out how to build clientele on the road. We are considering little hotspots that are common elopement destinations, and I think that might be what we start to park for a while in and offer photography shoots in, so that we can build up our name in those hotspots. Our photography business is the Hancocks Imagery. That's on Facebook and on Instagram, and we would love to photograph your family, photograph your elopement, photograph anything, your wedding. Our bus name is the Barefoot Bus. It is barefoot.bus on Instagram, and we are working on a TikTok as well. We are also starting a glow forge business in which we are laser engraving items, making big signs. We decided we were going to name that Barefoot Designs to kind of blend in with our bus. And so we do custom wood signs, we do keychains, things like that. That will be on Etsy.
Thank you guys for coming and seeing our home. Hopefully we can see you on the road sometime and you get to sign our chalkboard walls.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.